So, I'm not actually doing this painting talk alone. I mean, I'm painting it by myself, clearly. I'm joined by the person in question.
Hello, it's me, Amy.
It's Amy. Amy, you've seen a lot in Little Moments, because she's in my life a lot.
I'm just in it for the bubble tea.
You're in it for the bubble tea and the mad YouTube fame.
Yeah, totes.
But before we get started, I'm going to tell you guys that this is actually a sponsored video, and the reason I took the sponsor is because it's actually for a very cool app, which I think a lot of the arty folk on here will like. It's called Drawing Amino, and it's basically this digital art community, which is very cool. So essentially it's a way for artists like me, and possibly you, if you're artistically inclined, to engage with other artisty people in a supportive environment surrounded by all sorts of other artisty people. You can post artwork, you can follow other awesome artists, you can like and comment on cool artwork, and you can even have discussions. And like this one super hardcore person even used their profile to blog about advice. You can just generally be part of a nice group of people doing a cool thing. So do check it out if you are artistically inclined, and you can always follow me on there. I've joined, of course. I'm ScarfDemon, of course, and get to posting some of your own artwork. Like, comment, everything else. Drawing Amino. It's a cool place to be if you are an artist. Anyway, over to Amy.
So I've been thinking about this, and I met you at a really... Oh, this is a Fight Club quote. I met you at a really strange time in my life. My ex-best friend... basically decided to poison our whole friendship group against me.
Oh.
So when I actually met you, I had no friends whatsoever.
Hey! Yeah. Oh no!
So for a bit of a background check, bit of context, I went to a separate school, but we met doing theatre studies. I think as soon as I met you, I always knew that I wanted to be your friend.
Oh. You went to a school with the word stock in the name,
Yeah,
St. Simon's Stock. So you referred to you as the Stockies, and there were three of you together. I think I pegged you as someone I want to spend a lot of time with. First of all, when you showed up, I mean, you were there anyway because you were performing, but when you were in the audience of Lysistrata, which is a play Daniel J. Layton and I were in together for school, and you were in the audience, and so was your mum, and you two were like... You can still hear it. If you ever watch the playback on the video that we have, you two and Lizzie Galley are like the two that laugh the loudest constantly throughout. And I'm just like, yeah.
It was a brilliant production.
Thank you. I was honoured to be a part of it. Oh, and then we saw you in Teachers and you kicked a chair over. I don't know if you know the play Teachers, but that was Amy's production for that year. And she played several characters, and one of them was called Oggy. And like he thought he was like a rude boy and like really hard and like a bit chavvy.
As hard as nails, I'm hard.
As toe cap boots, I'm hard. And then she just kicks this chair over, and later on she kicks a tambourine.
Can I tell you the worst thing about rehearsing that though?
What?
So I basically had to mime that I was masturbating.
Great.
As Oggy. But who taught me that? Mrs. Coombs.
Mrs. Coombs.
So I've seen Mrs. Coombs do things that I maybe didn't want to see her do.
So yeah, I saw Amy in that play and was just like, well, she's really funny, obviously. And then it was like, the timing was so bad, but also so perfect, because it got to the end of year 13. We're all about to leave for uni and never see each other again. And it was just like 1 week before our exams or something, and me and Daniel J, name drop, we invited Amy to, was it the cinema or just the pub at that point?
No, Wetherspoons.
Wetherspoons.
And I had scampi and chips.
You did, and I had whatever that weird drink was that they insisted on putting raspberry sambuca in.
Raspberry sambuca and lemonade.
That was it.
I still asked for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They still do it?
No, you have to ask for it specially. Yeah, we kind of just decided at the very end of school to just be best friends. Because it escalated so quickly.
It really did.
We went to town once, and then after that we just assumed that we were best friends, I think.
Basically, literally, yeah, though.
Yeah.
I think the reason I got Facebook was because you were on it. And you weren't on Bebo. And I was just like, do you have Bebo? And you're like, no, but there's this new thing called Facebook. So let's talk about the MSN, not years, but months, I guess.
It was such a huge part of our lives. I think, so when we were talking on MSN very early on, we found out that MSN had like an illustration feature.
Yep.
So we could,
MS Paint, but worse.
Yeah. So we could basically draw pictures to each other.
This is the first year of university, so a really defining moment in our lives where we're meant to grow and learn to be adults and be independent. I never went out at nights at university. I didn't go clubbing. I didn't make new friends. I saw my flatmates, I think, once. One of them might have been called Rob. I don't know. Because I literally spent all my time out of classes talking to Amy on MSN about a boy she liked called Keith.
Who is now my husband of 4 years. So I tried to socialise in my first year of uni once.
That was stupid.
Yeah. I was talking to Chloe on MSN, and then all of my, like, the people on the same floor as me were, like, going to the student bar, and somehow they convinced me to go. So I said goodbye to you, went down to the student bar. Everyone was drinking Archers, so the floor was really sticky. And so, about an hour into it, I made my excuses and went to the bathroom, and then, like an actual cartoon, I climbed out of the window and ran back to my room and went back on MSN.
Ah, the MSN years.
A good time.
And we always visited each other in uni. So you came to
Yeah.
spend a few days in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Because in the first year, we got very drunk and went to Chicken Cottage at 3 a.m.
Y'all do ribs?
Yeah. And Amy prank called them, except not really, because she just asked about a menu item that actually was on the menu. It was just an inquiry. Y'all do ribs? Yes, we do. Please come and buy some.
I didn't even buy any.
You didn't? No.
Was that the night where I was pretty sure I saw the ghost of Henry VIII
In
your
my
room?
bedroom. Yes, it was.
I still maintain that the ghost of Henry VIII was in your bedroom.
Do you know what it actually was? It was definitely a TV stand with a scarf on it.
Yeah, you may say that.
First of all, we buy chicken at 3 a.m. We eventually fall asleep. Then it's 5 a.m. and because it's England and winter, it's still dark outside.
Yep.
And I get woken up by Amy saying, rather shouting, "Hey, Henry! Hey, Henry!" And you've got to understand, I'm still wasted at this point, and even I know something is amiss. This is the girl who was me. This is the girl who has maybe 2 hours previously fallen over whilst holding a bag of chicken, which I never ate, by the way, and I'm confused by Amy shouting, "Hey, Henry."
Well, if you were confused, how do you think I felt? Henry VIII was in your room.
But was he?
Yes! And then, yeah, when I moved in with those 7 psychopaths.
And Ollie.
And Ollie. And Carrie.
And Gary. I went to your house.
Yep.
And I met Ollie for the first time.
And then I think we played a lot of Rock Band. Wait, can we tell the story about what happened to the sofa the morning after?
I kind of really don't want to, but I feel like they should know.
When you were visiting that time, we had a house party. 'Cause I think it was one of the housemates' birthdays. We invited this guy who I didn't know, and I don't even know his name to this day. But we all got drunk, you know?
We did. We
did some stuff.
We had a lot.
And so the morning after, Chloe had fallen asleep on the couch. So we were watching TV, and then one of my housemates basically said, "The couch is leaking."
Oh! Oh, God!
So we were like, okay, well, that doesn't sound like something a couch should do. So we turned the cushion over, and it transpired that weirdie...
That one fucking dude.
That one weirdie had thrown up on the sofa seat and then turned it over without telling anyone.
Oh, no.
So when my housemate was sitting on the sofa, sick was leaking onto her foot. So if you're watching this and you're not sure whether you want to go to university, do, because you might get sick on your foot. Yeah, so that was the uni years, really.
We had a weird year where we weren't really that in touch.
Yeah.
Which was your wedding year, which is bizarre.
It was the dark years. I think it's just one of those things where, I don't know, we were going through, so many life things. But I still asked you to be my maid of honour when I was getting married, because that's the obvious choice.
It was mid 2013. We had a resurgence.
Yeah.
Because we figured that we both got jobs.
Yeah.
10 doors down from each other. And then we're like, let's take up jogging.
Yeah. That lasted for a very long time.
Yes, it did.
I feel very fit now.
The jogging and the job. And that's the life of Amy and Chloe. Pretty much up to this point, we got back together. We got back together, and now I would actually say we're probably closer than ever. I'd say so. At the moment, physically, literally.
Physically, yeah.
Our elbows are touching.
Yeah. It's been nice
It's been nice knowing you. It's been a good 8 years.
Yeah. I guess it's probably a good point to actually say that I think we should end it.
It's been nice knowing you.
Yep.
See you never.
Yep. Have a great life or whatever.
And we're going to go to sleep now in the same bed. Bye.